live. I can start back from the last live, but it literally cut the live because of everything that I was breaking down, the cortisol, and how basically admitting how it's legal to it's literally legally murder. You know, when you think about the problems that you think that are problems, and just thinking of it as like, oh, this is just a problem and I got to solve it, and not even realizing that you're in fight, flight, or freeze, and how a lot of the problems, even down to the T of just paying rent, you know, fixing something wrong randomly happening with your car, you know what I mean, and how everything, basically us being a monetary system, everything is connected to money, damn near towards a lot of problems that can cause a lot of stress that's having you release cortisol and like repeatedly, you know, and clog your brain, and a lot of the issues that even that leads to, these are all issues that it's affecting everybody, but a lot of these issues like heart disease and stuff like that, you know what I mean, a lot of these issues with so-called black people, you feel me, um, it's like at a all-time high, you know, and all your doctors are aware of this, your brain surgeons, like they're all aware of this, you know what I mean? So basically, like they're killing us legally, you know, because they're not being held accountable, as like they have no idea what that how they're having to fight, flight, or freeze constantly. You get what I'm saying? And then the problems that will arise off of the cortisol being released over years of trauma and stuff, whatever that would look like, um, as far as the trauma that's created from that, it's going to be used against you, as if like that's not doing that, like they're not aware. You get what I'm saying? So I was breaking all of that down earlier, but it's just crazy as shit, y'all. Like I said, we basically home. You know what I mean? This shit is survival at the end of the day. And the chosen ones know, like we're being attacked all over the world. We're being gaslit, you know. But one thing that's certain, as we're still staying steadfast, and we're not worried about that, we're making this process speed up even faster. So I'm proud of y'all. You know, I don't give a fuck how much time y'all attack me on the internet. Try to make sure my message don't get out. All of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be here, standing strong. But one thing I want to repeat, because I was saying this too, um, you know, maybe that's probably why I messed up, you know, because maybe y'all got shook. You hear what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just say, remember, I've been telling y'all all the time, like, don't think because you see me by myself that I'm literally by myself. I'm never by myself, you know. Literally just yesterday, you know, when I thought I was by myself, you know, um, and it was no reflections from anything or anything, but some of them angelic ones came to me. I'm gonna just say that them orbs came to me, and it was like dancing around me when I was working on my music. You get what I'm saying? And I can't even explain to y'all the level of peace that I felt when those orbs was around me, and they were and then when I was saying certain parts of my song, it was like they was like dancing around me. You know what I'm saying? Like they was like joyful. You feel me? I'm telling y'all, like, you know, one of the worst things that you can do is mess with the anointed. You feel me? Like if you mess with the anointed, a lot of times you gotta answer to your higher calling. As I mean, I know who God is, but however so you want to say who God is, you know, a lot of times those angels or those angelic ones, yeah, they're watching these type of people, especially if they're guarding them. Like I know I'm guarded. It ain't even a question. And I know a lot of y'all know I'm guarded. You know, I'm not looking for y'all to tell me, but I know that y'all know. You know, because I know the attacks that y'all put on me. You know what I'm saying? Even some of y'all that I never even met and what y'all was trying to do that I didn't even get to call you out on, but I'm aware of it. You get what I'm saying? And like all of y'all, for real, a lot of y'all, you know, it's been like I said, I can't even if it's been so much attacks over these past 5 years off of me coming into my awareness of who I am and what's happening on my planet, what I'm supposed to be doing and shit, that like I can't even add it all up. Like it's been so much, I forgot. Like I was telling y'all literally yesterday, day before yesterday, I go through like probably like yesterday, I definitely had like a good 30 attacks yesterday. And some of them through your live, like y'all was seeing and shit. Like every day I go through attacks. You feel me? Like crazy attacks. And what do you think's happening to my brain in these situations? My brain's releasing cortisol, you know, repeatedly, you know, not because I wanted to, and it's no way I damn near can stop it because it's these situations of the system. You get what I'm saying? So like they're legally killing me, you know, and they're doing this to you too. You think that it's just probably not happening to you just because you might not be homeless or because you have a house over your head. But guess what? That stress that you feel from whatever, you get what I'm saying? Anything that this system has to offer that would be deemed as a problem, oh yeah. You know, it's not even about the problems because, like I said, that's a natural response for your brain to react like that. But it's not a natural response for your brain to have to react like that constantly over problems that's happening over and over, like repeatedly. Your brain releasing cortisol. That's not normal. You know, that's not normal. But this system has it set up where it's like problems are arising like that as if it's normal. And you think it's just life. You feel me? Not even knowing what it's doing in your brain. You feel me? So it's like, nah, these people are fucking crazy. You know, all your doctors understand what the fuck I'm saying right now. They know and probably can explain it even better. Like they know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And it's like, now I know that that's why they wasn't trying to let this video get out when I was talking about it earlier, and that's why they kept cutting my shit because my shit was dying when my shit wasn't even close to dying. You feel me? My shit wasn't even close to dying. It's just wild as shit because it's like it's not even just the fact that this is being done. If I was where I'm at right now, if I was to go out of this bathroom and talk to 5 random people and ask them, you know, to kind of explain fight, flight, or freeze, or fight, flight, or freeze around problems and what we're living in, they probably look at me like I'm crazy. They don't have no fucking idea what's happening to them. You know, they look at a problem like, oh, I'm gonna just solve the problem. So like every problem that comes about, as long as I'm doing what's supposed to be said in this system, then that's a regular problem that's gonna come about because that's just life and this is how I'm gonna handle it. Not even knowing what it's doing to you, you know? Something just as minute, just as down as like, you know, as in anything involving inflation, you know, that you would need. That now it's more of a struggle for you to get it, and it's maybe something you need, or even just paying your bills. You know, when you busting your ass, working double jobs, trying to look for a third job. Why are you trying to find a better second paying job so you don't have to have a third job? You know what I mean? Like all of these situations, you know what I mean? It's releasing cortisol. You know, like and they know what it's doing. You know, so basically, man, nobody can't tell me I'm not in hell with this type of toxicity that's protected or not known, and even as it's closing out, people still not aware of this at the degree of how far we are. Like it's just like I see every day more and more what I'm living in, and it's just like I don't want to be around people, y'all. I really don't like even down to a T of me. And it's like people are in the cycles and they don't even realize it. Like for example, like every rising, right? Every rising stuff. Like I be on the buses and stuff. I see everybody in this area like all rushing to get to work, rushing. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? What do you think their brain is doing when they're in that rush and they're like hurrying up, trying to get on the train, trying to make sure they're not late because they know if they lose this job or they don't get there in time, like that's their rent and everything. Their brain is releasing hella cortisol, you know, affecting their decision making. So then they not even gonna look at that situation for what it is to even be able to notice what the fuck is happening there because you've been doing it for so long. You know, you don't even know what the fuck is going on with you. You get what I'm saying? Like that's where we're at with it. So it's like, y'all, like I can't even and then even again, even besides that, the cortisol being released from that situation, me explaining, just like me, like I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Um, it's probably to save money, right? I'm guessing, and maybe even a faster commute, right? Because um, maybe both of those reasons, right? You know, save gas and stuff. But now this is just a me personally what I'm about to say with this shit. But I'm gonna say it like this: y'all see me on the bus? I'm on that bus because I gotta be on that bus. I'm on that bus because I don't have a car right now. Most of them people that are getting on that buses, a lot of them have cars. You know what I'm saying? And they're putting themselves just to make it to work in them stressful situations, every rising, rushing to work like that with cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, but and then they'll be mad when they see like a homeless person or someone that's not even as put together as me while I'm going through your situation and stuff, and then act offended. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like I'm like nigga, you got a fucking car. You get what I'm saying? Like you have a choice to be on this bus or not. Like I'm on this bus because this is my only. You think I had a car like around you? I don't want to be around none of y'all. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling y'all. They gonna know when I have a car because they not gonna see me on the buses at all. I don't give a fuck what the community is. I'm gonna have to get another job then or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not being on no bus just because I want to be on a bus, yo. You know what I mean? That's one of the, probably like one of the most things that irritate me the most about being on the bus and shit. Motherfuckers be getting mad, but you could tell niggas that have cars. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's just the way they're treated. So they're making a choice to get on that train. You know, even if it is saving them a little bit money in the commute with the gas or maybe extra 20 minutes faster, but they could wake up earlier and still get there, but they don't want to wake up as early and they would rather go through that commute in that manner like that. You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you have a choice to be on here or not. Bro, I'm on here because I'm fucking fucked up. You know, this is my only way. Like, I don't have a choice to get somewhere faster and get in my car. I got to get on this bus. You know what I'm saying? Or walk. You know, like I don't have help or nothing like that. So it's like it's different for me. So like instantly, whenever anybody like acts funny or whatever, I put them in their fucking place. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a choice. You know. These motherfuckers be on that shit complaining with cars though. Like, bro, you can literally wake up a little bit earlier, so that can you can discern the time that I guess you're trying to beat off of getting on the train, get in your car. If you're that annoyed, you know, in comparison to this person, this is their only way of transportation. You know, so it's like fuck out of here with that shit. Motherfuckers be in the way. Yo, that's why I can't wait to. I'm saving my tax because as soon as I get my car, I'm not riding no motherfucking bus. I won't even be at that fucking station, no station. You know what I'm saying? I like my privacy. I'll work extra longer, you know what I'm saying, to make sure I get that. Like I don't like to be around people, yo. People annoy the fuck out of me. Like literally, I be about to smack the fuck out of a lot of people. And I be trying to control that shit. So it's like, nah, like I'm not on none of that, you know? That's probably one of the number one things that piss me off, honestly. You know, as I be coming about and stuff, I'll be like, yo, you know, like how the fuck you getting mad at me and you could tell I'm going through a financial struggle and I don't have a car even or help to get the whatever the regular stuff that I need to do productive or why it's my only way. And then you getting mad at me. But you got a choice to get in the car, get on this bus and see me or anyone else that would offend you off of them struggling or if they can't even take a shower if it's that bad and they're thinking, you know what I'm saying? Those people are in bad situations. Like these people are assholes. I'm trying to tell y'all, like it's like they're so delusional towards reality and what they're living in. It's like it's just easy to try to I realize like a lot of people blame like homeless people and struggling people to like have avoided energy about the real problem in itself. You get what I'm saying? It's like a way for them to avoid it and not face the real problems, you know? Because if it was just a homeless person's problem, there wouldn't be homeless people all over so-called America. You know, it wouldn't be a big percentage of homeless people. You know, it wouldn't be like, you know. So we can't keep just looking at it like, oh, people are lazy or people are just strung out and da-da-da. I know hella homeless people that don't even do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Like, honestly, like it's so much stereotypes. Stereotypes fucked up this world. But this world was already fucked up in a system that this shit was set up. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, all the stuff that's like toxic, that's like shouldn't be, like it's protected off of people's lack of awareness. And majority of people have a lack of awareness. So the people that are aware, it makes them look like they're crazy, but they're the ones that's really aware, you know? Really on point. If majority of people don't know what's going on, then the people that don't know what's going on are gonna look like they're more in reality from the people that know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? So of course the people that don't know what's going on, they're gonna seem like they're normal because more people don't know what's going on than the people that do. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's why that's like the gaslight in itself, you know. But I already know it's like that, so I don't let that shit affect me. Like I see right through that shit. I know I can come out here and speak to 10 random people out here right now and say some basic surface level stuff that's not 3D, that's not deep at all, but something that anybody should know. And they won't have an idea what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I know that already, so that speaks for itself. You know? And all of these things are things that's affecting you in a negative manner. So how or why wouldn't you want to know that, you know? It's like we got black women out here that's more focused on tarot card readings than worried about her creations and her children. You know what I'm saying? They out here worried. They worried about here giving card readings towards bad relationships and narcissists and shit. But the real narcissist is seeing your children every day. You know, indoctrinating your children every day with lies. You know, touching on your kids every day, with your consent, as if it's okay, off of your lack of awareness, not knowing what's really going on. Like, what do you mean? They're all fucking crazy. I guarantee you, I go to the doctor with my son, I guarantee you, without his mom, I go to the doctor with my son, with Zion, I guarantee you that doctor feel uncomfortable around me. I guarantee it. Because I speak some stuff, and I say some stuff, that doctor probably would act like everything is fine. You know what I'm saying? Or more fine than what it is, just to hurry up the conversation and hurry up and get me out of there. Like, I don't even really need to be checking this man's son. Like, he know enough already where it's like he can figure it out. Like, I feel uncomfortable because I know that he knows certain stuff that I'm not even saying to him just by my occupation here. I can already tell. I'm good on that. You know, I have they ass uncomfortable with shit. I'm telling y'all, I have them uncomfortable. They'll be like, they'll speed up that interaction fast as shit. You know. The biggest attack on people that's aware is people trying to ostracize you because you're aware, or laugh at you or make fun of you. Stuff like that keeps people from seeing stuff for what it is because they're not mentally strong enough, and they get broken down, or they allow for people to make them feel inadequate. So then their intuition gets like blocked. You get what I'm saying? Because at that point they're more worried about how people are feeling about them than what they're seeing. You know? What they're able to comprehend. You know what I'm saying? You should never let outside judgment fuck with your comprehension skills, you know? Off of somebody's personal feelings, how they feel about you. You feel me? Like that's crazy as hell. But y'all be being manipulated around that shit. A lot of people don't like me because they can't manipulate me off of that, y'all. You get what I'm saying? The moment I know something, I just know it. And I don't unsee it for how I know it. You feel me? But a lot of people, when they get even around people like that, they feel uncomfortable. You know? So that's one reason why a lot of people feel uncomfortable around me. You know? And it's all good, you know. I wish all my enemies love, you know. I know it's over for y'all. Let me shout something out. I know that DNA test better be done. And let me tell y'all something also. Y'all know you can't really keep. Y'all know you can't keep. And it's from a woman's standpoint. You know, like a woman, like you can't keep going into court trying to find out who's the dad. So you better hope I am that dad. I'm pretty sure I am the dad, but you better hope I am. You know, because at that moment that could be like a lawsuit, or you can't as a woman just keep like harassing different men to find out who's the dad. So you better hope I'm the dad. You know, on your behalf. I mean, I know I'm the dad, right? Put it like this: whether I wasn't the dad or I am the dad, that's not me discerning whether his mom is a hoe or not. I already know she a bop. She the biggest hoe I've ever known to life, more than anybody. But on her behalf, she better hope, because basically what I'm saying is if I wasn't the dad for whatever reason, if I wasn't off of her sexual activity, and that's not me negating that she was sexually involved with other men around the time when I got her pregnant either. If I am the dad, I already know she was. I already know how that broke down. But I'm just saying, better hope I am the dad, because if I'm not the dad, that's gonna look bad for you. You can't really go into court and just go checking out, you know, rolling through men to try to find out who's the dad. You know, you can't really do that, you know? So.
Skippy.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
I'm about to come out. I'm almost done.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
You good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Spanish.
Poquito. How your day coming along?
And you saw?
I had court day.
Yeah?
I wait for the DNA test.
Oh.
We took the mouth swab
Uh-huh.
for DNA. I think that's my son. I know, but gotta be sure though. Gotta make sure, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh?
Fine.
Yeah. It was by the microwave
Uh-huh,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, I remember.
Okay.
All right, so you did. Is she so beautiful? Her spirit is golden. I'm telling y'all, a Latina woman, they be having golden spirit. I would never think that all Latina women are a certain way because of the mother of my child. You know, I love my Latino people, especially when they got a heart to not judge people negatively and just, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't let stereotypes. They don't. There's people out here that don't let stereotypes view how they think about a person, besides their own interactions with them. You hear what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. That's a very very beautiful thing. You know. I wouldn't have put her on camera out of respect and everything, but she's a very very beautiful Latina woman. Very very beautiful. But what makes her so beautiful is like her spirit. She has a good body, all of that, but her spirit is so beautiful. She just be like shining. You feel me? She be shining. I'm not even gonna lie. Like as like I get stuff in order. I bet as I'm getting stuff in order, I better not be seeing her as like I get back to myself all the way. Cause I'll offer to take her out to eat when I come in. I might pull up here after early, like, cause you see how she like, you remember me? I'm like, yeah, I remember you. You know what I'm saying? We had some good conversations. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, we about to get something to eat on me. You feel me? On me. And then on the low, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. On the low, like real low key, right? Real low key. Like on the low, I can cook for real. I'm not even going front. I actually can cook for real on the low. Don't let me have a spot and everything beforehand. I'm on the speakers because then it's like I invite her to the casa, like Frito and me, pink the boil. Like I mess around and cook the mean meal. She be impressed. Cook the Latino meal. She be like, damn, like black man can cook. I'll be like, yeah, 5 or 3 round and shit. Nah, but her spirit beautiful though, y'all. I'm grateful that I'm still able to recognize beautiful people around all the attacks and the people that really hate themselves, so they try to bring me down, that can only watch me on here now. I look at it like I put a lot of people on time out, you know? I had to put certain people on time out. So, yeah. But I'm gonna tap in with y'all though. For real, for real. Like I said, we almost there. You know, like I said, I'm about to hit them even today. Like, look, what's the results? You know what I'm saying? You gotta hurry up and take that DNA test. I need that to be done. You feel me? I need that to be done. I need to know on paper that my troopy troops is mine, and going forward, so you can't try to run and use my child against me because you're dirty and I found out how you are and I threw you in the trash. It's kind of messed up. You're trying to punish a child and punish me, or you're so trying to punish me so much that you don't even care about hurting your own child and trying to kick me out of his life because of your bad choices. You're a very low individual, you know. But my thing is this though. I'm gonna tell y'all this. The reason why like I leave a lot of people alone, even women, but people in general, right? Like even some niggas like I left alone because I felt like they just wasn't loyal on some shit. Like nigga try to cross me or something. Like I'm big on loyalty on any type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even the disrespect and the betrayal that's done, but it's just the fact that I know that you got a mind state and thought about that. So that's what you genuinely. Yeah, sure. When I mess up, but let people deal with know who they are by their choices. You know, I don't want to start messing up. I'm speaking truth and shit, but like, yeah, always let people do what they want to do. You know, because then at that moment, if they do something bad, what makes it so wicked, that much more so, why you gotta leave them alone, is because the thought of it. You know what I'm saying? The fact that my baby mother cheated and tried to cover it up, it's just the fact that she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? The fact that she even just wanted to, even if she didn't do it, but just the fact that she wanted to, that just disgusts me. And in the act and everything, and how everything else was conducted is even more. But that's what a lot of women don't realize. Like, it's not even just that another man touched you and we're territorial, but it's like a man can't be with a woman and love on a woman properly and give all his love to her if he knows that she wanted another man. It's like something happens in our brain that just shuts that off, you know? And y'all never realize that shit, but y'all never think about it from that standpoint. And once that's shut off, it's never turning back on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be such airheads, like y'all don't get that shit. Y'all be so sexually driven trying to liberate yourselves that you don't even see it from that standpoint. Like as soon as you're disloyal to that man, it's like a piece of his brain switches where it's like, no matter how much you try to fix it, you can't fix it, and you're in a hole that you can't get yourself out of. You know, it's not even worth it. You know what I mean? That's why I tell any young people, or if you got like any women that see my shit, you got a good man or whatever, just be with him. Like don't even play with that shit because you think that you're just making a mistake in the moment. Whole time that mistake that you make, it's something that's gonna stay with you forever. You feel me? And you're not gonna be able to run from. And then it's gonna fuck you up because as you're getting older and maturing and stuff, you're gonna always think back to that, you know? Like me, when I think back to it, whenever I think about all this stuff, y'all see I'm speaking from this angle. I'm speaking from the angle of everything I conquered, and I'm more powerful, I'm more wiser. Now I know what's what. But you know, so I gained everything I was supposed to gain from it. But everybody wasn't like that though. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that same concept with everybody like that. So that's why that's very, very important. You know? It's very, very important. Um, you gotta know when you gotta know when to appreciate people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that's very, very, and like it says a lot about everybody's psychological state, but from women cheating though, it says a lot about how lost y'all are because a man like women always think like it's like bitterness and it's like personal, but y'all don't realize like a man like damn near mentally can't look at you the same once that's been done like that, you know? Like for real. You know? So that's why I'm trying to tell y'all that from that standpoint of why it's so important. You get what I'm saying? To make sure that you don't allow for that to happen and put yourself in that boat. You know, a lot of people put themselves in that boat and then they be like, damn. They be like, damn, why did I do that? A lot of women be like, damn, you know? It's like, why would you take a chance with a man that you have a kid with and then bring that child pain for life? Like you gotta be, nobody can say that that's not a sex addiction though. You know what I mean? That's a sex addiction, like that's, ugh. And then be out here burning and catching STDs and shit like that. Having babies on people and shit like that. These women out here be wild, y'all. The mother of my child, she had a baby on me. And she had a miscarriage, y'all. Think about that. Y'all know a miscarriage is something stressful for any woman. But imagine having a miscarriage. Imagine having a miscarriage with a imagine having a miscarriage from like cheating. Like imagine that. And every time you think about that miscarriage, you got to think that you destroyed your own family with that miscarriage. You know, that's probably like one of the worst things that a woman could experience because a miscarriage in general is already something that's. Oh, can I just take this?
Hi.
Hello, hello. Can I heat this up real quick? Can I heat?
I clean.
Oh, okay.
You
Wait.
clean?
Can I just put in Rapido like 1 minute real quick? This can I put it in?
Yeah, but you
Oh,
need this.
oh, I need. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I wait. I wait. Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to heat up my coffee a little bit. Yeah, but I hope that y'all really get a person, you know. And is it good? Gracias. What country you from again? Guatemala?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I remember. I told you about tamale.
Oh, hot tamale, yes.
They so good.
Yeah, thank you.
Like I don't play like that don't make or break, and I don't do second or anything like that. I don't forgive people either. You know, I don't forgive people. That's that's one of the things. Anybody that did me wrong, I'm gonna hate you for life. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. I got to a level where I don't want you to die if you did me wrong, but I still hate you for life though. I don't forgive. I feel like it's so much stuff in life that's like overrated that people just say to try to like control people's thinking, and like that's one of them right there. Oh, you're not forgiving yourself. You're forgiving yourself. It's not for them. It's for yourself. Who the fuck says that you gotta forgive somebody else for yourself to move on? You know, fuck that. You know how much people that I cut off that I never forgave and I still had accomplishments around? You get what I'm saying? Like that's it be shit that people just be following behind and that should be bogus. Like that should be retarded. I'd be just fine not forgiving people. The same way I don't fuck with my baby mother when she did what she did, same way I don't fuck with her dirty ass now. You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of accomplishments and grew throughout all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Not forgiving her. So that's a complete lie. You know what I'm saying? That's a complete lie, y'all. That should be overrated. People be saying shit because it sound nice or just because it worked for them. You know what I'm saying? There's certain stuff that is what it is, but you gotta realize though, just because something work with you as far as your healing, that don't mean it's gonna work with somebody else the same with their healing. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here with that shit. Like motherfuckers be saying anything. Like I told y'all from the jump, and I told my baby mother from the jump. I bet you she think about all the fucking words I said around that time too, where I said I was like, I know she thought about all of that shit, even that was kiss on her forehead. I know she like, damn, that nigga kissed me like that because he knew that was the last time he ever was gonna touch me in general. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, take my hand. You feel me? Like I don't even want you in my presence. You feel me? Like that's how bad it is. And the fact that you have a kid with me, that's just gonna burn you for the rest of your life. You feel me? And I'm not playing about that shit, you know? I'm standing on that shit for the rest of my life, y'all. Real shit. Because how I really feel about that shit, like I said, my son need a mom, you feel me? My son need a mom, so I'm gonna respect it that much, but there ain't no love at all. Ain't no love at all. But like I said, his life means something because, yeah, I know if I would have had, like, she was like 2021, I was like 2028. I know if I would have had Zion, if this would have been like the other way around, and I would have been like around that age, I was wild at that time. Oh yeah, well, she would have been wiped out. She would have been wiped out. I wouldn't have cared about no consequences, how my son felt later on in life, or none of that shit. I would have just took her ass out for playing with a kid. No, actually, even then, it wouldn't have been about playing with a kid. No, yeah, it would have been about playing with my kid though, not about playing with a kid in general. It would have been because she played with my kid and because she just disrespected me and thought it was sweet. I would have had to take her out, you know. So me choosing to keep her ostracized from my life altogether, even with my kid. That's me being smart. That's me being safe. That's me making sure my son has a mom. You get what I'm saying? I'm very proud of myself that I'm mature enough with the damage that she caused / causing that I can just keep her pushed out while she's trying to attack me, but not let her anywhere close in my life. That's a superpower, you know. Cause I've dealt with people for less. You feel me? Like fucking playing with me, like for real, for real. You know, not to brag about that shit, but I'm just saying. Like I really don't be playing that shit. It's one way I know how to handle betrayal. You know, like I told y'all, I come from the realest city in America. You know, violence. You feel me? In the smallest city. You know. But I know like people that's low vibrational like that though, a lot of times they'll do like I know that she did all that shit to try to make me reactive, to try to make me succumb to what she was doing. She tried to do all of what she did was done on purpose. In the same way how the system was implemented in a way by people, you know, not of my genetic makeup, designed this system completely against me and my species. That's the same way how she orchestrated her lies and attacks towards me with that same no remorse, that same energy, tried to use the same avoided energies, the same exact everything. You get what I'm saying? And I just handled it properly, and I acted more mature in that situation, you know. But that situation was supposed to make me crash out though, you know. But like I said, I won't be the first nor the last to deal with a crazy woman that's bitter off of her own choices and trying to hurt a kid and just don't give a fuck. Y'all women out here are crazy as hell, you know. That shit should be like a felony. But like I'm gonna say it like this though. I don't know how that judge is gonna act off of you admitting that you know that that's my child, and then it turns out to be my child with all these years I've been alienated from him. You know, he might charge you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you look at it like that, but you literally lied in court. You know, you took the oath, and that's how he even made the test mandatory because you been lying in court and shit to try to hurt me and shit, trying to make it a me and you thing, and it's about my kid. You know, kind of psycho. But like I said, I'm not mad at you being psycho, because y'all know like the stuff I was just explaining and everything. Like I know the mother of my child, her brain released a lot of cortisol in a short period of time, repeatedly, and for years, off of certain stuff that she faced of why she's like that, you know. But like I said, it's just a sad thing. Now I know how and why, but it's sad though. You know, mine to a different degree with different stuff, right? We all got different habits, different addictions and shit like that. But it's just like I said, I don't try to use my addictions to hurt children, you know? And I'm proud of that. Even with this Madden and y'all knowing how I feel about her, like, when I could get full custody in court, right? I wouldn't not one day try to have her not see Zion, even with all of this that she did to me 2 years ago. You feel me? I wouldn't even, that never even crossed my mind to try to come in between her and Zion relationship. I just feel like that's like a psychopathic, like, kind of mind state for anybody that would be on that type of time like that, thinking like that and shit. You're a special individual, you know? For real, for real. But like I said, everything that I'm doing is like I'm not speeding up for nobody or nothing. Like but the craziest thing though is this though. Y'all see when why is it always whenever females, whenever they're hoeing, whenever they're about to start hoeing, they're hoeing, they always all say the same stuff and shit. They always all try to make it seem like they're becoming a better person, the evolution of me, finding peace. If you sucking dick, get it fucked.
being a hoe, losing yourself more and more, you know, embarrassing your son. Because at that point, what y'all hoes don't realize is once a nigga's done with you, he done with you. And like I said, he's just a baby dad. I'm just a baby dad to my mother, but so you're not hurting me being a hoe and getting ran through. You just embarrassing your son. You know what I'm saying? You just making and you can say whatever you want about it, but once your son like don't want to be seen with you and shit, cause all his friends know he like, oh, Zion's son's a hoe, and he don't and he that's not gonna be a good feeling when your own son don't want to be seen with you because you're so dirty. 'Cause remember, he's a man, boy, you know. That's not something he's gonna be fond of, knowing his mom's a hoe and getting ran through. That's gross. You feel me? That's gross. He's not gonna want to be seen with you and shit. You know, but I dodged the bullet not having a girl with you, but yeah, you know. So just something to think about. You feel me? Really something to think about, Issa. You know, something to think about.
But I'm gonna tap in with y'all. I'm about to get to work, you know what I'm saying, and handle the day and everything. It's a rear points of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. I'm gonna tap in with y'all, yo.